Hey, the Wood Whisperer asked for a shop tour. So I'm here in my shop holding some wood, whispering. This is my garage. And that over there is my tiny 7-foot by 20-foot shop that I cram a bunch of tools into. I'm going to show you how I do. Hang on, there's something on the lens here. Hang on a second. I think I got it. Can I stop whispering? Here's my shop. Let me show you around. Here's the base of my shop. We have this 8 by 20 foot bump out that's attached to my garage. The goal was to kind of store all my tools in here, but also have a place where I could do some work if I wanted to be able to just walk in. And so I started with these base cabinets that I got off of Ron Paulk. I bought his design. These are meant to go in a trailer. They have these locks on them, but if you lift, the drawer slides come out. What I loved about these is there's no hardware. The bottom is also the slides in your handles right here, and all of these are interchangeable. Above that, I bought some plans from Fix This, Build That, my finishing supplies, fasteners, my graffiti equipment, and some other stuff. I'd never really built cabinets before, and I really like these and even got the grains to match. This iteration of my shop, I just went with plywood on the back and had a lot of fun building custom tool holders for things that I use often. I got all these off of Pinterest or YouTube. I'm able to put my laser right there. Got a really cool vise. I don't love the location, but it's useful. This was a hot mess a year ago. There was just stuff everywhere, and I debated on putting metal shelving in this area. Instead, I found this video on YouTube. I don't even know who it was, but they had taken 2x4s, ripped them in half and screwed them onto the studs to bring the studs out to the other side of the sheetrock. Then you make these little clamps, shelves that kind of clamp on. You're able to maximize every square inch of your wall. I'm able to keep my chemicals up there out of reach from my kids and long-term storage. Also having a sink in your shop, big deal. Automatic soap and paper dispensers are great. I always had this crappy drill press sitting on the floor and I never used it, but I built this cart from an April Wilkerson plan, and ever since I did, I use this thing all the time now because it's so convenient, and most importantly, it's not sitting on top of my workbench taking up space because we're in Texas and have mosquitoes. On this side, it's kind of a hot mess. I've got my clamps, this really noisy planer that's okay, but I wish I had a better one. Wood, I can't bring myself to throw away. And then a Harbor Freight dust extractor that I've hacked out. I like this table saw. I got it for 500 bucks back in the day. Now they're almost double that. You can wire it to 220, which is cool, but the fence is the Achilles heel on this thing. I've got my 6-inch Grizzly Jointer Polar Bear series, whatever that means. This is really cool. Basically, these legs fold up and this top folds down so I can pull my car in, but I'm able to still have a little bit of outfeed, and most importantly, all the scraps I don't want to throw away, I can hide in here and never touch. Sometimes I park my X-Carve right here. I think this is called Tark's design. It's a rolling cabinet that folds down, and I'll show you in a minute how I put all the stuff up. So when I want to do CNC work, I can roll it out, flip it up, put my laptop on here, and go to town. Hardwoods I can't seem to throw away. But this cart is from April Wilkerson again. What I love is these wings fold out, and when you're done, you can just lift up, knock this thing down, and roll it away. This is one of the hardest builds I've ever done. It's a Ron Paulk Smart Workbench. This is the 3x6 size, and this is a game changer when I'm doing a project. I can set this up. It's light enough that I can actually pick it up by myself. It sits on these sawhorses. I can store lumber or my track saw down there, and my tools can live on this level while my workpiece stays on here. Here's my obligatory router table that I made out of some scraps. Who doesn't love a track saw? This one is Mark's fault. I have a Festool CT MIDI with a Cyclone with a sander, and I got it after watching Mark's videos. So I'm not gonna let my wife watch this video because she's wondering who talked me into spending $1,000 on this, and it was the Wood Whisperer. On this wall, I have my lawn equipment. Do you know the name of this? Elsie the cow, because my last shop was in the old Borden milk plant in downtown San Antonio on the Riverwalk. True story. This is from, I think, the 50s, and they were gonna throw it away, and I rescued it out of the trash, and I wanna hang it in here somewhere to remember my first real big shop before this one. I love Gorilla carts, and so I store them on the ceiling and never use them again. Well, there you have it. Let me show you how I put all this stuff away. Alexa, turn the hair light off.